Living with Lolita, grab a notebook and a pen. It's not about where you start, but how you end. There is no topic that can't be discussed. This platform is open, no need to hush.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lolita, and welcome to another episode of Living with Lolita. Okay, so I've taken a break, and it was a much needed break. I had some time to reflect on some things, and I wanted to share that with you all. First of all, I want to say thank you for joining me, and we have a special guest, which is this gigantic pimple right in the middle of my forehead. It decided to make a special appearance yesterday, and I totally cannot even get rid of it. And it's probably because I've been indulging in some things that I definitely shouldn't have been or have been doing even today. But oh gosh, certain things just taste so good. Like just so good. And I know I need to probably steer clear of the chocolate and of, sweets and cookies. And I know sometimes, I don't know if you all pay attention to my stories, but sometimes I'll have like snacks of the day and it's always junk. But I've always loved that. I've always loved, eating dinner and at night, being on my couch or in my bed and eating my life away. But no, really. Um, Also, something new. As you all can see, I am wearing glasses now. These are not for fashion. I totally wish they were, but they're not, which means I am getting older. Actually, I'm going to take older off of the equation and or off of the table, and I will say I'm getting more mature. Okay? I think these glasses made me look studious. What do you think? You can tell me later. Anyway, so I really want to first of all talk about where I am emotionally, mentally, physically. I know that if you all have been following my podcast up until this point, you have heard me talk about marriage, my divorce, a custody battle, um, going back and forth. I am trying to get away from um, that part of my life because I have decided during my moments of reflection that I needed to move forward. I've said that before in some of my past episodes. I've said that we need to move forward. I've said that we need to forgive, but I will be the first to admit that in my moments of reflection, I have realized that I haven't fully forgiven. I have realized that sometimes I harbor on certain things or certain people or certain instances too long. And to me, that means that I have not fully forgiven. That means that I'm still stuck in the past. I'm still stuck in that place. And not because I want to be back in that situation, but because I feel like since I'm still going through something day in and day out, and I really can't see when or if there's even an end, I hold on to grudges and anger and unforgiveness. And, I'll also be honest and say, sometimes I'm like wishing ill will or not wanting to see the best. I'm not going to say not wanting to see the best for someone, but let's just say that I just, in my head, once again, we have to be honest, not even in my head, out of my mouth, I say things that I shouldn't say. And maybe I haven't said it on my episodes, but I've said it to people. And I'm not gonna lie, my people are like ride or die, so it's almost like they're agreeing with me, but not in the sense to egg me on, but because they understand my struggle and how long it's been. And they want to see a way out for me as well. I say all that to say um, that I really have forgiven. I've really taken this time out to really forgive and to be okay with whatever happens at this point. Do I like my situation? No, of course I do not. But can I handle the situation? Yes, I definitely can, and I am. Every day when I wake up, I'm like, okay, you made it another day. So for me, there's really no reason to um, harbor this unforgiveness. Um, that has affected me mentally, that has affected me emotionally, spiritually, um, every type of way. And for me, in order to get what I am truly supposed to get, in order for certain words that has been spoken over me to come to pass, um, I have to fully forgive. This is not an easy process at all. It's not easy. It's not easy to fight day in and day out um, with someone and with yourself, second guessing your choices, um, thinking, man, I shouldn't have did that, or maybe I should do this. Like I am coming up with different solutions for different things. Like, okay, well, maybe I should try this next, or maybe I should try that next. And all the meanwhile, God is saying, can you take your hands off? Like, can you take your hands off? Take your hands off and let me do what I said I was going to do. So that has been very hard for me, but I've definitely come to terms with taking my hands off. And that's where I'm at. I know that forgiveness takes time. I know that it takes prayer. And I know that it takes God. And I know that if it wasn't for God, then I would be so bitter right now. Like I would be so bitter and angry and walk around with this chip on my shoulder or the biggest attitude. But I don't know, y'all. I honestly don't know. I don't know if I woke up with an epiphany. I don't know if it's because, sometimes I try to go to sleep and God is like, no, you're not going to sleep. Like last night, I didn't go to sleep until after 2:30 in the morning. My alarm clock goes off at 7. I need all of my sleep so that I can function for the day. But throughout the whole day today, I was energized. It is 9 o'clock right now, and I probably should be asleep, but I'm not. I am a little tired, but I'm energized. Um, Energized enough to release this message to you all about forgiveness and about moving forward. And there's just certain things that you all aren't going to hear me harp on or talk about. I will, however, give updates. I will do that because I feel like I do owe you that much. I have brought my life to the table for people to, and not that opinions matter, but people give their opinion whether good or bad, happy or sad, they don't care. But since I brought it to the table, I am going to still make sure that I give you all updates on the latest and greatest. Nothing has happened at this point, though. Everything is still the same. I just wanted to come here and just say that I have forgiven and I'm moving forward. And my forgiveness does not require me to be friendly with anyone. It does not require me to compromise myself. It does not require me to even hang out with the person because I'm not going to do that. I have come to terms with the forgiveness that I need to, and I brought it to God. That's all that matters. I don't have to knock at the person's door and be like, hey, I just want you to know I forgive you. No, I'm not doing that. That I'm not doing. Like, literally, God is going to have to come down, sit at the end of my bed and be like, girl, go knock on that door and tell them to their face, you forgive them. Not there yet. Okay. Not there yet, but I do forgive. Um, and I'm not bitter. I am saddened. And I think that at the least I can be that. I can be saddened at how things turned out in the end because they didn't have to. Um, I'm saddened for, parties involved. I'm saddened for myself. No, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I've done that already. I've totally gotten over that hurdle. But, of course, I'm saddened for the parties involved. I just want to be happy within myself. I want to be happy within my soul. I want to wake up, and when I'm presenting myself to people, I want that to truly be me. I don't want it to be a mask. I don't want it to be a charade. I want it to truly be me. And what's so funny is that people don't even know, like, they don't know the half. I was at work today, and one of my coworkers said, and I don't know why she even said this. We were going back and forth on messages, and she was like, one day we're going to have to get together and talk to each other. You're not going to believe my story, and I'm sure you have one too. And looking like, I ain't even tell you what I got going on, but yeah, I absolutely do. Mine is a whole movie, okay? A whole lifetime movie. But it was just crazy that, she's like, you are so nice. You are so graceful. We love you here at work. We really want to get the job done for you. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good that I can still show up for people, even when sometimes I feel like I couldn't show up for myself. It makes me feel appreciated from other people. And all the while, I'm over here thinking, well, why doesn't this person appreciate what I've done or what I do? I can't worry about that. I can't worry about one or two people when I have all these other people that I am influencing. I have a position right now where I am able to really show up. And when I say show up, I get to really show Lolita. I get to really walk in there, and I'm not going to say command a room because I'm working from home, but I get to show up in front of that computer and be who God has called me to be. Really be me. Be outgoing, be happy, uplift people. I get to really do that, and I'm happy about that. I just want to be happy all the way around, but I do know that that is coming. And I do know with this public declaration that it's going to happen really soon. I definitely believe that. And when I say public declaration, I mean my public declaration of showing forgiveness, of being an example for other people who cannot really forgive that easy. And I'm not going to lie, it's taken me some time, okay? Definitely taking me some time. But I forgive. And I forgive everybody at that. Like the people who've done big things to me, small things to me. And I hope that they forgive me too. But at the end of the day, I don't want to keep talking about the same things over and over and over. I got so much going on right now, so much good stuff going on right now. I'm trying to build a team. I am trying to build a business. I am trying to do so much. And that is what I need to concentrate on. That is what we need to concentrate on. Whatever good is going on in our lives right now, stay there. Don't go back. Don't keep looking back. Close the door, lock it, throw away the key. Just keep moving forward. You've heard me say this before, but this time there's like conviction in my words. Like, keep moving forward. I feel really good right now. I feel so good that I'm probably not going to go to sleep right away. Oh my God, please let me go to sleep before 12 at least. But that's where I'm at, y'all. I want y'all to look forward to some new episodes. I have a bunch of things cooking up. I want to bring on certain people that you haven't seen before, bring on new topics that you probably wouldn't have imagined that I would talk about, but I want to do new. And it's time. It is time for me to do new, for me to be new, for me to act brand new. That's what I'm going to do. So I hope that y'all stick around for the ride. I want to thank you all, first of all, second of all, third of all, for sticking with me for 20 episodes. This is my 20th episode, and that's crazy. I started this little thing. I was a little nervous in the beginning. I had to write stuff down and read it out of a book, but now, and I'm not saying I'm flowing like a river, but I'm getting better and better each time. And for that, I'm proud of myself. That is another tick mark for Lolita. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. I hope that you all can find some time to reflect and to come to terms with certain things, people that you haven't forgiven, and forgive them. Forgive them so that you can really walk into what God has for you. Forgive them so that you can walk into your purpose. Forgive them so that you can move forward. Because listen, God is going to seat these enemies at a table, okay? And they're going to literally be kicking themselves in the behind for the way they've treated you and done you. You don't have to do anything. Just forgive and move forward. Close the door, lock it, throw away the key. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And like I said, this wasn't easy, but I'm here and I am happy about my growth. And if I was the same person that I was last month or when I first started this podcast last year, then there wouldn't be any growth. And I'm proud of myself for taking the appropriate steps, holding God's hand and walking with him. So I hope that you all took something from this. I hope that you all can just find forgiveness within yourself towards whomever it may be, for whatever it may be. Have your last conversation about whatever it is that you need to talk about concerning that person, place, or thing, and leave it there. Leave it there and move on. Okay? I'll see y'all on the other side. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Thank you for living with Lolita, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Love you.
Her experience has created a safe place. One time with living with Lolita is all it will take. One time with living with Lolita is all it will take. Living with Lolita, living with Lolita, living with Lolita is all it will take.